course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance, and we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robbins here, going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
We are back in control here. And this game does have quite a lot of cutscenes, and I am going to just let them play out. And I won't actually be talking incessantly during this playthrough. It's not going to be a long play by any stretch of the imagination, but this game is pretty, how to say, mood dependent, so I'm not gonna try to ruin it by talking through the cinematics. But yeah, here you are, and as you can see, it's the old LucasArts scum engine, and interaction is quite minimalistic. We do have an inventory. We can examine things. But otherwise, interaction is basically just point and click. There's no range of options we can use. So,
It's a free-fall NASA tool chest containing this mission's equipment. It's affectionately known as the Flying Pig.
Flying Pig, right. So if I try to talk to these...
Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
Robin's here. What is it?
That's a good question.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
See that big tool chest? We call it the Pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the Pig, Commander Lowe.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here, I read you.
I have to like that German accent. Also, you might have noticed from the introductions, this game is based on actually I think it was a film idea by Steven Spielberg, a film concept, but it proved to be too expensive, I think, for Hollywood to produce at the time, so LucasArts decided to make it into a game. And there's some story behind the development actually that's pretty interesting, but leave that for another time. Also, worthy of note is that Orson Scott Card, mostly known I think from the Enders game saga, actually wrote the dialogue to this game. So yeah.
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Everything okay with the Pig?
Everything's fine as far as I can see, Commander. Miles can tell you more than I can.
Right.
Low out.
Miles. We have our arming key and a flashlight. Could come in handy. The remember this confused me a bit when we have our communications here, but we also have an asteroid lander game, which I'm not really gonna play, but it's like I said I'm not gonna play it, but okay. Guess I'm gonna play it. I don't know why, but for some reason I imagined that this had something to do with landing on the asteroid when I first played this game.
The Eagle has landed.
On the first try. Awesome. Yeah. Let's not do this. So that's just a mini game in the game. So, right.
Borden? Come in, Borden. I'm here, boss. Are we in position, Ken? Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating. You ready for us to part company, Ken? Everything's in position, boss. Any problem with us taking the pig now, Ken? Just tell Miles and you can take the little squealer to market. Low out. Load a payload, over.
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
We're ready when you are, Cora.
Just give the word, Boston, and you got yourself a pig.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Right, so let's go.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out. Frank, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
Have you noticed anything unusual?
No one has ever been this close to an asteroid before, Commander. I cannot possibly know what is usual or unusual.
Let me know if you see anything unusual with the asteroid.
No problems yet, Commander.
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha Charge and Beta Charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low.
This is Robbins.
This is all pretty dull so far, Robbins. I hope you can find something interesting for your lead.
Commander Lowe, am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to be friendly.
And I'm trying to be a good crew member. Can't you forget for even 1 second that I'm a reporter?
Some people get vertigo when they realize that they're hanging upside down 200 miles over the ocean.
Do some of them throw up? Is that what you want me to do?
I thought it was something you might want to write about.
I actually had a pretty good career as a writer before I had you to think up ideas for me, Commander.
It's not working out very well, is it?
Blow out.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. Shovel.
Regulation NASA pocket shovel. Every astronaut should have one. It's like a jackhammer, but for space. It's a specially designed explosive charge engineered to help move the asteroid into a safe orbit.
Let's take all that stuff.
Load a payload, over.
Miles here.
I just want you to know, you've got my vote, Cora.
Till my opponent offers you more money.
Probably.
How are we looking, Cora?
Taking a grand tour before you get to the target site, Boston?
Low out. Load aboard and do you copy? I'm here, boss. You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected. Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid? Reading a good book while we're working hard? Watch it, boss. I could live without you. Yeah, but you'd miss me, Ken. Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken. Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Okay.
Low out.
Let's do that. Quadrant 2, Quadrant 3 and 4. Target surface seems straightforward enough.
Load a brink. Come in, brink. I read you, Low. What is it? Is there anything that should make us reconsider the placement of the charges?
The original choice of quadrant seems adequate, Commander.
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Commander Low is very, very worried.
Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robbins here. I read you.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
Low out.
Let's not talk to Robbins anymore. Shall we?
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now. Shuttle, this is Low. We're placing the explosive in Quadrant 2. Acknowledged. Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Low.
Of course we ask Brink for help.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set. Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Let's alienate Robinson further. Right, let's arm it.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed. Borden? Come in, Borden. I read you, Low. What is it? Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters. Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby. Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, kid. Keep trucking, boss. Blow out.
So... what was it? Quadrant... Oops, that's a problem. I have to be a little bit careful since I have a window. Windowed mode on the game. Don't think there's anything in quadrant 4.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
That's a problem. How are we gonna solve that?
Borden, this is Lowe. Do you read? I read you, Lowe. What is it? Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters. Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby. Hey, Ken. How come nobody noticed there was a boulder right on the target site? So, pick it up and move it. Boulders are lighter in low G. It's still attached to the surface, Ken. That's why you get the big bucks, boss. Blow out.
Yeah.
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon. We better think of something else.
Better find out what Mission Control suggests.
Mission Control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute.
Let's use the shovel. The shovel is man's tool.
Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in zero G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash it right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone. Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Frank, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up.
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Right, surface. Whoops.
It's where explosive beta should be placed.
Guess we can place it without drilling.
Shuttle, this is Lowe. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in Quadrant 3. Acknowledged. I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
Once again, Brink. Why is Robinson even here on the mission? For decoration. What a horrible thing to say. Right, let's arm this.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all
Scott
out
Card.
of the newspapers, Robbins.
Right. So let's get out of here. Yes.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
This is Borden.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Come on back home and we'll celebrate with a banquet of food in the tube.
Low out. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Lo. What is it?
How's the pig doing?
Squealing its little heart out. You can tell Borden my baby's ready to monitor the explosions whenever you give him the order.
Hi, Cora. I know how sad you must be to see your last space mission so near completion.
There's a lot of empty space in government, too, Boston.
Low, over and out.
A lot of empty heads.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
This is Borden.
You think the ship will withstand the explosion?
Oh, we'll be at a safe distance. Unless a big old rock decides to fly exactly our way.
And what then?
We'll never know what hit us.
Low out.
Comforting.
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here.
Have any theories about what a couple of nukes will do to a rock this size?
The low gravity of this asteroid suggests it is either hollow or porous. If it is hollow, the explosions may cause the asteroid to break into fragments of unpredictable orbit. But I consider this a very low probability. Most likely, the asteroid is porous, in which case it will absorb the shock like a sponge. There will be cracks and fissures, but the asteroid will hold together, and the tiller will move into a more or less stable Earth orbit.
Well, Brink, how did you like your first walk in space?
Much less strenuous than collecting rock samples on Earth. Almost relaxing.
Low out.
It is kind of relaxing, and that's actually why I'm playing this game. Because it is.
Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance.
Let's. It is the holiday season, so want to relax a bit. Okay, so let's try to get inside.
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, Boston. Yak away.
How's the pig doing?
Squealing its little heart out. You can tell Borden my baby's ready to monitor the explosions whenever you give him the order.
Low out.
Okay.
Low to Borden. Do you copy?
This is Borden.
You think the ship will withstand the explosion?
Oh, we'll be at a safe distance.
Come on.
Unless a big old rock decides to fly exactly our way.
And what then?
We'll never know what hit us.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
Explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, Alpha and Beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. The radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light. You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Also already we can see the color palette of this game is pretty nice. It's actually a bit unusual. It goes towards the yellow and purple actually, which is a really interesting contrast combination there. Let's check out the Earth.
It's comforting to know we can return home in safety.
Yeah, right.
Frank, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
You see anything unusual?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosions?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel, old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let me think a minute.
I'll check back with you. Low out. Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
Robin's here. What is it?
See anything interesting?
Everything here is interesting. But it's Brink who actually understands what he's seeing.
Looks like Brink lined up the nukes perfectly.
Yes, Commander. The mission is a success.
Low out.
So let's have a look at these projections.
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
Metallic plate.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins?
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken,
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just thank Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out.
Well. So let's dig out the projection.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Metallic plate.
I'm giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small, dark opening.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Yeah, actually that's a very nice philosophy in adventure game design. If the game creators didn't mean us to do it, then we can't.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there were some sort of inscription.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
Then we have the big one here.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Here's the last one.
Well, we've done it. Whatever it is we did.
It goes off into blackness.
That's why I wanted you to use a flashlight. Guess that doesn't work.
Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
What do you think?
Well, this is a large shaft. We could fit through it.
Wonder how a mouse feels studying the cheese in a trap.
I don't think they sent an asteroid all this way just to trap a handful of mice.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
What's that old saying? What happened to the curious cat?
I always thought that saying was nothing but a coward's excuse.
You're saying you approve of curiosity.
I've spent my whole life putting my nose where it didn't belong.
Have you ever had any experience climbing around in caves?
Not in zero gravity. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy it if I tried it.
Low out.
Right, that means they'll go along with me.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander. So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Low to shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
Of course they can. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else here. Pedestal. So this is one of the puzzles, and you know, I can't really understand what's so difficult about this one, but
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink. Brink here. I read you. Any ideas about these metal plates lying here?
They look like the metal panels you pushed through the shafts up in the tunnel.
Low out.
I can't even talk to Robinson. That's just wrong.
Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
This is Robbins.
What do you think this place is for, Robbins? Some kind of temple?
That's the first assumption of most amateur anthropologists.
Who would have guessed Attila had a place like this inside?
Somebody guessed something, Commander, or you wouldn't have been given your secret mission.
Low out.
That's true. Whoops, no. So let's examine the square indentations.
Shallow indentations set into the raised platform.
The plates.
A metal plate floating near the pedestal.
Right. So this shouldn't be very difficult.
These plates probably fit together, but how?
Oops. And away we go.
What's happening?
I'm moving.
Like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
Yeah, tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Low to cockpit, over. Low to payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
Indeed, and here we can really see the color scheme of this game. Let's see, sky. It's pretty cool.
Looks like a large moon in orbit around us. A smallish moon in orbit around us. A smallish moon in orbit around us. Robbins, you doing okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This is the greatest story of my life. The only trouble is, I have no way of telling it to anybody.
This place is as desolate as the Midwest.
Almost as desolate as the Midwest.
Thanks.
Very profound.
Robbins. Never mind. Brink. How are you doing, Brink?
You mean apart from being trapped on an alien planet with no idea of how to get back?
Brink is the one who's gonna break. I can hear it.
This is a pretty desolate place.
Whoever once lived here, I think they are long since gone. So much dust. Undisturbed except by our own feet.
Brink, how does Maggie seem to be holding up?
She seems to be fine, Commander.
I'm okay.
We all have to watch out for each other. Thanks.
True. That's profound too. Let's examine the plant.
This plant is alive. That means it must be possible to survive here. With my luck, this is probably the alien equivalent of poison ivy. I don't think I'll touch it.
Okay. Clearing. Let's go.
Where are you going, Lo?
I was gonna check for water, or some way out of here.
I think we should remain together.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lo. This is an archaeological dig. Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine. Whenever we need to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime, our first business is to survive. Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
You don't know any more about surviving on an alien world than I do.
Boston is right, Ludger. He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
All right, I agree. For now.
For now. Yes, that's German accent, so let's go clockwise around these places. I really like this question mark solution.
Fantastic! Look!
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone, or anything, alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful or gone.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of alien ship.
Do you know what this means?
Actually, yes.
These engines are enormous, but there is no evidence of any type of combustion. No scorching, no oxidation.
The design of this ship is not consistent with the vast geometric structures we've encountered so far.
So this ship is not from around here.
Not in my opinion.
Perhaps they were stranded here, much like us.
It's a possibility.
Oops. Have to be careful to click outside the window. Could run it full screen, but
Brink.
if I do, I actually get a frame that I have to edit out, so
How are you doing, Brink?
You mean apart from being trapped on an alien planet with no idea of how to get back?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's check out the wreck.
Can you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
All this rust, corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to know what we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
Okay.
Robbins. You doing okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This is the greatest story of my life. The only trouble is, I have no way of telling it to anybody.
Maggie, does Brink look okay to you?
So far, he looks fine.
I'm okay, Commander. Thanks for your concern.
We all have to watch out for each other. Thanks.
Right. It's not doing anything, so let me check this out instead. Let's examine a chest. What could be here?
Box.
It's a box.
A trunk. A treasure chest.
I like the notion that it's a treasure chest.
Well, I don't see any treasure, but there is something in here.
Alien loot.
When we get back, the engineers are gonna have a field day trying to figure out how this worked. Some kind of device. I have no clue what it might be for.
And nothing else here. I guess. Hanging wire.
We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off at the breaker box?
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
Oh, yeah. Ha. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Changing shapes, mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Next time I suggest pulling a wire.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
Maybe it's a kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to me, it means absolutely nothing.
True.
Robbins, do you think it was trying to get one of us hurt?
Beats me. But did you notice that it seemed to have dropped something?
I did
Thanks.
notice.
Did any of you see? Was this here before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
Pretty sure you could arrange it.
It still might be useful. It's a rod, engraved, 5 geometric shapes.
Okay.
Brink. What was that apparition?
Ah, so much to learn and not a single piece of instrumentation.
Do you think that was an attempt to communicate with us?
Was your pulling the wire an attempt to communicate with them? Did it ever occur to you that maybe if they wanted to communicate with us, they'd just come up and talk?
Thanks.
That is true. Talking is a bit easier. Let's continue on. Actually, I think we can we use this device?
It's indicating to the left of me.
Yeah. Seem to remember that. Let's continue in a clockwise pattern here.
Not just plants, but creatures too. I'm not an archaeologist, but these look like bones to me.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
A grave?
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things.
Tusks.
It's some kind of burial site. This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
I think we're gonna dig this up later, but...
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever. As the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again. Now get out of the way if you aren't gonna help, Brink. This might take a while.
I have a feeling that that artifact actually indicates to that mound.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have a pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Jawbone.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth. What do you think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or a pet? Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's a strange-shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong.
So if I use this...
It's indicating to the left of me. Brink. Never mind.